Belong to Me comes up. 1200 metres. Set. They sprinting away from the 1200 metre marker. London Call began well. Ferry's right there at the rail. Buckland goes off to lead them with the red sleeves. And Captain Alfredo's just tucked away on the outside as Aurum Pod. Astar's near the rail, then comes Amazing Strike. Red Ray gives them about 6-7 lengths start. Towards the inside of that one we find Fly By Night. Then Belong to Me about 7 lengths off the lead. Further back in the field is Kangaroo Jack, and then comes Mufid. About returning to the home stretch in the Post Merchant, and Buckland has the lead. Ferries in the yellow, London Call on the outside, then comes Aurum Pot, Captain Alfredo. Further back is Astar, and then Red Ray's got about 6 or 7 to go, followed by Fly By Night. Top of the lane, Buckland the leader, Ferry. Astar down the inside, Captain Alfredo. Red Ray's come towards the outside, still got 6 or 7 to go. Buckland's the leader, Kangaroo Jack's running on, Ferry on the outside, Captain Alfredo. Astar down the inside, but it's now the leader, Kangaroo Jack, over the last 100 metres, and Kangaroo Jack's going to win it. The second position will go to Fly By Night, then Astar, and a photo for fourth. Number 11, Kangaroo Jack, is victorious. The Querari, Craig Zaki for Gary Alexander and Mrs. Wallace. And number 11, Kangaroo Jack, 10 rand 10 the win, 270 the plays. Win it by 3. Second, number 10, Fly By Night. Astar runs into the third place. The fourth position, that goes to Ferry. And then they were followed by Move Feed. Further back in the running is Captain Alfredo, then Red Ray. And further back in the run is Belong to Me, and then came Amazing Strike and London Call. The tote favourite ended up number 14 at the business end. The tote favourite was Ferry. Buckland's the leader, and Kangaroo Jack now comes home powerfully, 2 off the left-hand side, to record his fourth win from 8 outings, Kangaroo Jack. So Kangaroo Jack wins at number 11, and this quartet's going to pay some money, Astar, Fly By Night and Ferry. Until the running of the 8th race, back to the studio in the Post Merchants. Result posted 11, 10, 13 and 14. About to return to the winner's enclosure. Number 11, Kangaroo Jack, the winner's enclosure in front of the main grandstand, the Gold Horseshoe. Kangaroo Jack, the 3-year-old son of Kirari. Gary Alexander is the winning trainer, owned by Mrs. M.J. Wallace, bred by Estate Late R.B. Wallace. Fourth win from 8 outings for number 11, Kangaroo Jack, who paid up at 10 rand 10 and 270 the plays.
Well, Kangaroo Jack has bolted in the 2016 running of the Post Merchants, and one has to pay compliments to the Alexander team here for placing this horse in this race, the son of Kirari, of course, Mrs. Wallace, the proud owner, and Craig Zaki, the jockey. But we'll do the interviews, we'll break, we'll come back for the winning presentation. First up, let's have a quick chat with the winning jockey, Craig Zaki. Craig, I mean, unbelievably how this horse won. This was a quality field.
Yeah, it was a top field, but I promise you it was no shock to me. If anyone had felt the horse I worked last week in the morning, it was just immaculate, amazing work, one of the best I've felt, and my only concern was his draw, but what a smart horse. He handled himself well. First time under the lights, he knew what he was here to do, and he won it very well.
Some good fractions were set up front, which also suited your horse?
Yeah, the fractions were on. I was able to give him a little chance. He gave himself a breather, the whole bend, and it was a matter of strides until he hit the front, and like I said, the way he won was really special.
I must say well done to you. You're now a fully fledged jockey, and really nice to win a graded race. This is a grade 2, so well done to you early in your career winning these feature races as well.
Yes, big. Thank you, Deez. But to the Alexander team, I can't thank them enough. Lately, they've been giving me the chances, and I'm just glad everything's gone our way so far. And to the winning connections, just big thank you. All the best with this horse and so on forth.
Well played. We'll see you now for the presentation.
Thank you.
Let's get Dean Alexander here, and I had a quick word with him early on. I did not ask him about this horse at all. So, Dean, you guys obviously had a plan for him, and it's paid off handsomely.
Yeah, you know, Deez, he's been progressive the whole season, and he's been getting stronger and stronger. And with the rating they gave him, we had to take our chance at one of these races, and it was the right race for him.
Traveling a horse down is an expensive exercise. Doing the work up in Gauteng and bringing him down under the lights here at Greyville for the first time. And Craig touched on it. He handled it 100%, didn't he?
Yeah, he's that type of horse, you know. He's pretty straightforward, and he just takes everything in his stride. So, yeah, you know, full marks to him.
Miss Wallace not here with us this evening. She's the proud owner of the son of Kirari.
Oh, very good luck to Mrs. Wallace and her family. I'm very glad for them. They've got a lovely horse on their hands.
To yourself and Gary and the Alexander outfit, all the best, Dean. We'll join you shortly for the presentation.
Thanks, Deez.
Well done to the guys here, and we'll break shortly. Craig wants to have a last word. Craig, come through.
Sorry, I must just also say a big thanks to Andrew Fortune. He told me everything I needed to know about this horse, and through his advice, it all worked out. So big thanks to Andrew.
Well done. That's the winning connections. Number 11, Kangaroo Jack. We're going to break and be shortly back for that winning presentation. Welcome back for the winning presentation of the 2016 running of the Post Merchants. And joining us in the winner's enclosure, we got Mr. Moses Tembe. He's the vice chairperson of Gold Circle. And alongside him is Yogus Nair. She is the editor of the Post newspaper. And first up, we'll call the vice chairman, Mr. Moses Tembe.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of directors, management, and staff of Gold Circle, I wish to welcome Ms. Yogus Nair, the editor of the Post newspaper, her guests, and you, the racing public. Welcome to the 2016 Post Merchants Race Meeting. I would like to take this opportunity of congratulating the winning connections of Kangaroo Jack on winning the 96th running of Post Merchants Race. And now I would like to take this opportunity to call on Mrs. Nair to say a few words. Give her a big round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the winning horse, to Gold Circle. Thank you. Yet another wonderful Post Merchant. We look forward to a fantastic event next year again. To our sponsors, a big thank you to you too. Without you, this event would not be possible. Thank you.
Thank you. And now for the winning presentation. And the first up, we'll have the winning jockey, who is Craig Zaki. Well done to the winning jockey, Craig Zaki. His name will be put down as the 2016 winning jockey of the Post Merchants. And that's a lovely memento for you there, Craig. Great ride on number 11, Kangaroo Jack. Craig Zaki. The winning trainer, represented this evening by his brother, is Gary Alexander, professional outfit, the Alexanders, and Dean on hand to accept on behalf of the Alexanders. Well done to you, Gary. I'm sure he's watching up in Gauteng. Well done to Gary Alexander, the winning trainer. And then, Dean, whilst you're there, we don't have the winning owner with us this evening, and she is Mrs. M.J. Wallace. So if you could kindly accept the winning memento on behalf of the winning owner, Mrs. M.J. Wallace. That's the trophy there, the Post Merchants trophy, and well done to all the winning connections. And then the gentleman that takes care of the 3-year-old son of Karari, and he's done a wonderful job traveling this horse down from Gauteng, is the groom, Obvious Banda. Well done to Obvious Banda, the winning groom of number 11, Kangaroo Jack. A big thank you to Mr. Moses Tembe, Vice Chairperson of Gold Circle, and Yogesh Nair, the editor of the Post newspaper. Thanks, guys, for coming down and assisting us with the winning presentation of the 2016 running of the Post Merchants, and it will belong to number 11, Kangaroo Jack.